Welcome in, everybody. I can see a lot of people in the chat already getting excited for some Tetris with Cardcaptor Sakura. So I believe we're just about ready to send it over that way. But I do just want to give a shout out to the hosts of the Jolly Jamboree, which is the wider event that Syothon is a part of. They provided all the lovely graphics and overlays and everything here, or the artwork for it rather. So yeah, Gamers Outreach is hosting this event. They're a non-profit that empowers hospitalized families through play. Their goal is to build a world where activity is easily prioritized as part of care, and video games are their tools of choice. Being in hospital can be scary and isolating, and games give kids access to adventure and opportunities to socialize, and healthcare staff have even used games to assist with treatment. Kids deserve a chance to be themselves. Video games inspire joy. They're a source of enrichment and relief, and their programs restore a sense of normalcy in hospitals, and they're helping kids heal by improving the patient experience. So their main sort of initiative is these go-karts, which are like these portable gaming stations. So they come packed in with like controllers and monitors and whatnot. So kids can play video games with their families and each other while they're undergoing treatment and hospitalization and whatnot. Which is an incredibly noble cause, and one that I'm really, really happy to be a part of and raise some money for. So far, the event, the wider Jolly Jamboree event, has raised over $51,000, just shy of 52, which is, yeah, again, incredibly proud to be a contributing factor. So, with that, I am going to make sure that everyone is ready to go. Okay. Alright, and we are going to send it over to Hamfruitcake with Tetris with Cardcaptor Sakura. Take it away.
Right. Welcome. This is Tetris with Cardcaptor Sakura. We are doing the easy speedrun. There's easy or normal. There's easy, which is pretty straightforward, and then there's normal, which is really, really, really hard.
Oh, sorry, just to jump in, I'm so sorry. The game
Yeah.
capture, I don't have audio.
Oh, I thought I shared audio with you. Oh. Is
Okay.
there a show?
We might have to do some setup on the fly.
Okay.
What's happened here?
I
Unless...
can just reset it.
Oh, hold on. There is audio. It's just very quiet. I can just adjust this. Hang on.
I'll adjust it on my side too. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Beautiful.
There is audio. I turn it down because I've this music so much. It's very cute music, honestly. But when you've heard it for so many hours like I have, it gets a lot.
Yeah, of course, of course. So sorry about that.
Yeah, so no, that was me. So we have so there's I can't read Japanese, so I just go through the menus. I learned all this through trial and error and watching videos of other people playing. So don't ask me what any of it means. I've selected the game, and this is the different options for starting the game. If you're like midway through a game, you can use that one. If you're wanting to do it from a different level, you can do that one. But we're doing this one, and I know because somebody's told me that the top pink one says easy, and the blue one below says normal. So once we hit the pink easy option, that's when the timer starts. So I'm gonna do it in 3, 2, 1, and then we're just gonna mash through all this. So the I think this takes place during a section of the TV show, the anime. And the object of the game is to get rid of those little gems at the bottom. You'll see gems on the board. It is a puzzle game using Tetris pieces to clear your board. I just did that really fast though, so if you missed it, we're going to be doing it again in a minute. Each level is a card, which I believe we're changing from a Cloud card to a Sakura card. And Sakura, Cardcaptor Sakura, is the main character. There are other characters. But we like Sakura the best, and she's the most prominently featured. The way that we clear the board is we move your Tetris pieces around, and you get your normal Tetris line, and that will remove a line from the board. It's deceptively simple, easy enough to play, tricky to master, because there are little techniques here and there, but really fun once you get the hang of it. You get different pieces dropping down each time. And it's up to you to figure out how to do them. So there's a randomness, there's RNG. Sometimes the game will give you the exact pieces that you need. Sometimes it will throw the absolute wrong pieces at you. And that's what it makes it so weirdly addictive, because it's never going to be the same run. This one, we're going to do a little trick where we slot a little piece into place like that. And it was a blink and you'll miss it thing, but there is a hard drop that you can do, like a sonic drop, which immediately slams your piece down to the bottom of the board, wherever, and you have a little bit of wiggle room where you can shift the piece from side to side, and by shifting the piece from side to side you can complete a little puzzle solve like what I just did. And I should have explained it before I did it, but you know, it's quite early on. So we use that kind of hard drop pretty much constantly through the run. Nearly every piece. Sometimes you're going to wiggle a piece into place. A lot of the time you want to cancel that wiggle animation. So we do that by pushing the up button or the down button. So you can play the game, and this is where I explain, you can play the game with your controller because it is a PS1 game, or because we're doing it on emulator. I play it with my keyboard. So I play it with my computer keys, which is how I played Tetris when I was growing up. That was terrible. That one's a pretty tricky one. There's, as you've noticed, on every level there's a different puzzle. And there's also a different kind of little flair, a little something about it. And that particular level, the shape of it is really annoying, but it also gets faster as you go. It's called the Windy. So it does get a bit faster as you play it. This one's called the Flowery. And from what you can see, it's just blossoms on the screen, which is pretty straightforward. But it's deceptively a nice time eater because you can solve a lot of the puzzles with like an optimal amount of pieces. And on that one, just there, I got a load of extra pieces. And yeah, so each puzzle's interesting. Every puzzle has something different about it, depending on the pieces that you get. You figure out the best way to solve the puzzle, and then you just hope that the game gives you the right pieces. Now this one is tricky, because it's called the Erase card. And the pieces will gradually, if you've noticed yourself, disappear. And we want to get the pieces as quickly as possible before they all disappear. One of the gems that we're trying to get disappeared there quite early on, and me and the speedrunning community that we've built around this game, one of the guys came up with a very interesting strategy where we don't use the sonic drop for the first 3 placements, and that will guarantee that you get the missing jewel straight away, even though it's just blinked out of existence, because the game will replenish your gems quite nicely sometimes, but it's not guaranteed, so that's a little bit of RNG in it that somebody else came up with, but has worked out very well and very consistently for the rest of us. So you can see on this one, pieces are coming up through the floor. I'm just waiting for a piece right now. I want a red. This is where I reset. That was slow. Okay, this is going to be super duper fast. It's not often I reset at the minute, so of course I'm doing it again. This is how this level should look. They don't always go to plan. Because I've been playing it for so long, I'm just at a point now where I'm just banking on getting pieces. I'm like telling the game in my head, I need that piece. And the game sometimes gives it to you, and it sometimes does not. So yeah, it's a tricky one. Doesn't always go according to plan. And again, that's why it's fun, because there's so much that can happen in a run. That one I'm normally pretty good at. But yeah, every different level has a different conceit. This one, the conceit is pretty silly. It just goes a bit black and white every now and again. And you've got to get rid of that. Little button there. Is this the fastest I've ever played? Absolutely not. But it's nice to show you the game and you know, give everybody an opportunity to see it, because it is really fun. We do just mash through all the scenes in between the gameplay. I'm mashing, just tapping my keyboard. Controls are pretty straightforward. This one can go pretty wrong, because if we don't get the pieces we want, we just stack until we get the pieces that we want. Kind of like that. Sometimes we can get like towers of pieces that kind of like raise right up to the top. You really just want long red ones or L shapes to clear that level. That one's called the maze, and it's a run killer. Not like Earthy, which I actually did resound. This one's the illusion. It's another one where the lights just kind of blink in and out of focus. So as long as you kind of know where your pieces are, you're pretty safe on it. Yeah, some of the tricks that they throw at you are pretty scary. Some of them are pretty naff. But again, it keeps it a bit fresh, keeps it interesting. And yeah, we're 2/3 of the way through the run. Can you believe it? This one's called Wood. And I'm sure the more eagle-eyed viewers can see that it's a little tree. And we don't really get very far, but the tree kind of grows up the screen, a little trunk, which is quite cute. I like that. Yeah. So the kind of like, this has kind of been a game. I got the emulator. I got DuckStation, and one night I was like, I just want to play Tetris. So I just put Tetris PS1 into the emulator catalog and found this game, and I was like, I love Tetris with Cardcaptor Sakura. That thunders just basically it shakes about it. So I just started playing it. I don't know Japanese. I just worked it out, and I started streaming, and I just yeah, people seem to take to it. It's a really nice, short, little, neat run. It's great for just if you want to do a puzzle and you've got like 15 minutes, you just do it and chill out. It's very relaxing for me, if anything. This is like my little stress relief. The glow, there is a piece right at the bottom which you need to clear, and then you clear the rest of it. If you don't get that piece at the start, it'll reappear later, and sometimes you're just waiting for it. But yeah, so I literally was looking for a Tetris game on the PS1 emulator, and that's how I came across this. And if you can see my little Tetris model in the background, I've had that since God, I've had it for ages. So I am a bona fide Cardcaptor Sakura nerd on top of everything else. So, and I really love Tetris. So if you like Tetris and you like this adorable anime, this is the speedrun for you. And as I say, it's short, it's cute, really easy to get into, it's fun. And I think, you know, it's got all these elements to it, and we've managed to, the board was pretty quiet. Like, I think there was only a couple of runs that had been submitted, and prior to that, it was like 7 or 8 years. And nobody had really been interested in it. And we've just, in the past 6 months, managed to get a lot of interest in it and a lot of people playing it. Now, this is my down drop trick, which you blinked and you missed it, and I should have prepared you for it. But you slide the piece down the watery waterfall to complete that level, and I was too busy just talking about something else. But that was pretty nifty, wasn't it? And this is the final level coming up. So I guess it'll be time soon, in the next minute or so. And on this level, if you thought I didn't know what I was doing, this level will either make you think I am a Tetris god, or it will make you think that I am the worst person at Tetris in the world. Because this is the RNG hellscape, as we know it. It's a very tricky level. Many a good pace has been lost on this level, so that's a good starter. It's a really nice start. There you go. That's time. It's not time yet. It's when the animation stops flashing, sorry. But you get the idea.
I may have stopped the timer slightly early. I'm sorry about that.
That's fine. It's a 13:20. It's a sub 14, which is nice. Yeah, 13:20 or something. I'll take it. It was a pretty good light and dark. It was pretty good. That wasn't the worst light and dark I've ever done. So I guess I am. That was a Tetris god.
Yeah, you were saying it'll either make you look like a god or like you don't know what you're doing. I was thoroughly impressed. I couldn't play Tetris without being able to see the pieces. That was crazy.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you,
Sayo.
Thank you for jumping on. You did mention it briefly, but you were talking about how this game was kind of not hugely active, and then a bunch of people came through. I noticed that was particularly from like Final Fantasy speedrunners like yourself.
Yeah.
What sort of kicked all that off?
Like I say, it was just one night. I basically got the DuckStation emulator so I could play Final Fantasy speedruns, and I was like, oh, I just need to play Tetris. So I just literally searched for Tetris on PS1 emulator, saw this game and was like, I'll give it a go. It was in Japanese, and I just picked it up and I started playing it, and I thought it was really fun and really addictive. And I showed it to people on my stream, and people who expected me to do Final Fantasy speedruns were like, what is going on here? But there was quite a few people who picked it up, and now we've got a lot of people on the board, like you say, a lot of Final Fantasy speedrunners have picked it up and given it a go, and the board is now very active. It's really lovely to see so many people getting involved, and it just came out of the fact that I just really wanted to play Tetris one night. And it's been a really wonderful experience, a really lovely journey, and we've everybody's kind of collaborating. We've all got our own techniques, and like I say, there's a technique on one level where you can manipulate the RNG a little bit. There's discussions about how we can like optimize our playing, and we share on my Discord and on other Discords, and yeah, we're always happy to get more people involved. It's a really lovely short run. So like it's speed running for people who have other stuff going on, and it's a really nice one to just, if you're just casual and you just want to try something easy and learn it, it's just a case of just getting good at the game, and just there's nothing too fancy about it. It's just fun, easy, short. It's an accessible little run, and
Yeah.
it's like I say, there's been so many people got involved recently, and it's just been lovely to see everybody just collaborate and pull this game out of obscurity and just shine a light on it for a bit. It's really cute and it's really fun, and I've had so much fun learning it. And I want to say that Sayo running this marathon is a marathon god, unlike Tetris god.
Thank you.
It's amazing. I'm really impressed with everything, and I've been watching it all day, and it's been incredible. So
I hope
and thank you for letting me show this little
No.
tiny game.
Thank you, mate. There's no event with no runners, so it's all you. I forgot to mention. I did it again. I forgot to mention your describe your run in 5 words. You described this game very succinctly as so much freaking fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the last
So
question,
cute.
the
So
last question
fun,
that I
yeah.
have for you, I was getting this question a lot throughout the run. The people were dying to know. They've been hounding me in the chat. They want to know, where can we see more Hamfruitcake? Where can we see more? What do you do, and where can we see it?
You can see me on Twitch, Hamfruitcake. My tagline is I stream while my babies are sleeping. So it's normally evenings UK time. I will be running. I'm normally running Final Fantasy 9, but I am learning Final Fantasy 10 CSR. And if I ever do feel like it, I will just do Tetris with Cardcaptor Sakura, whether that's a stream or whether that's because a run died. But we have a Discord as well, which is advertised on my channel quite extensively. And we have a lot of fun. I like to think we're a very warm and welcoming community. And yeah, there's a lot of people in chat who I think would agree that it's a nice place to hang out if you ever feel like it. So don't be a stranger.
All right, and with that, I am going to politely get you out of here and get you on your way. But thank you for stopping by and doing your thing and doing it so well as well. And we're going to get set up with Golden Sun shortly. Thank you very much. Kaboom. Okay, excellent. Okay, excellent. So that was really good. Now I'm just gonna get everything set up for Golden Sun. Okay. So I'm going to kick it over to the intermission there, and we're going to get set up with Golden Sun. We'll be back very, very shortly, people.